You're listening to Breakfast with Pablo.
World of Numbers is Adam Spencer's new book, and joining us on the phone today is comedian, radio host, and of course mathematician and now author Adam Spencer. Adam, good morning.
Good morning to you, Pablo, and your millions of listeners. How are you all going?
We're good. Now, you wrote the big book of numbers. You've now turned it up a notch, The World of Numbers.
I have indeed. Look, the philosophy here is simple. It's more of the same in some ways of last year, but I think, mate, the essence of being human is to look at this amazing, crazy world around us and try and make sense of it. From a 3-year-old kid going, why, but why, but why, to someone lying on their deathbed asking, was it all worth it? The essence of being human is just going, what's going on? And I think numbers are the single greatest tool we have to try and measure, analyse, predict, understand the world around us. So this book is, like last year's book, 2 books in one. Half of it is just beautiful, crazy mathematics. It's just, gorgeous university-level stuff that I walk people through really slowly. But the other half is mathematical trivia that you don't need a numerical bone in your body to understand. Just bizarre, crazy things about the world we live in. A box jellyfish has 24 eyes. They're not on the outside. They're on the inside of the box jellyfish's head so that they can look back across their own head to get 360-degree vision. How awesome is that? You don't need to be a maths genius to understand that. That's just great. So half the book is full of that sort of, wonderful, simple, beautiful stuff. And the other half is genuinely gorgeous mathematics.
Well, you mentioned that first book, and it was incredibly popular. And I think a little bit of a surprise, because people may think, maths, numbers. I think of late nights cramming at high school when I was messaging my girlfriend on MSN. Not a lot of maths went into the brain then.
Yeah, sure.
But people loved the book, and they loved reading it and finding out different stats. And I watched your TED Talk last night, and you said that maths really is the future of generations going ahead as well.
I think it is, and what really pleasantly surprised me about the book last year, Pablo, was, I expected that people around the age of university would get into it, and I thought, people my age who'd be wondering what I'd been up to would get into it. But the people who got into it who were, the stories I heard back from the parents of 11, 12-year-old kids saying they just loved it. That really excited me. The kids who, Dad bought it expecting to read it for himself, his daughter grabbed it and just won't give it back. That sort of stuff I really, really warmed to, and it reminded me that there is an army of smart, keen youngsters out there who just gobble this sort of stuff up.
Now, I've heard you say before, everyone's got a favourite number. Yours is 4, I believe.
Yep, that's right.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, the 4 was the first number that I fell in love with. I can remember looking at the number 4 and thinking, wow, how beautiful. You can break it into 2 bits or put it back together. You can't do that with lots of other numbers, What's going on there? And so I was actually realising that 4 was not a prime number. And then I worked out, that 1 doubles to 2, doubles to 4, 8, 16, 40, 32, 60, blah, 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 off you go. And I suddenly realised, wow, that'd have to keep going forever, wouldn't it? So I sort of understood that numbers were infinite through my interaction with the number 4. So I just sort of opened up all these gorgeous doors to me, and off you go.
I'm going to throw to you 3 of my favourite numbers. You tell me if they're good numbers or not, okay?
Okay.
24.
Well, first of all numbers are good. Some numbers are better than others. I think 7's a little bit overrated. 24's a gorgeous number. 24 is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1.
Oh, right.
Right? So, if you wanted to ask how many different ways could 4 people line up, well, there's 4 could go at the front of the line. Once you picked any of the 4 people to go at the front of the line, there's 3 who could go second. Once you pick the second, there's 2 who could go third, and then 1 who could go last. So there's 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 24 different ways that 4 people can line up. It's a special number called a factorial. 4 factorial, written as 4 with an exclamation mark after it, is 24. I love it.
Well, good. So 1 out of 1. I've picked a good one there.
Yeah, you've done well.
55.
55. Beautiful number. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 equals 55. Right? Now, we call that a triangular number because if you write a one dot, then beside it two dots, then beside it three dots, you'll get a big triangle going up to that 10th line, and you get 10. So 10's a triangular number, a special sort of number in counting. We love triangular numbers.
I'm happy that my first two have been successful with you. I'm thinking this third number, I don't think it's a very popular number with anyone out there. You know, you always ask the question, what's your favourite number? I've never heard anyone say this back to me, but this is my third favourite number on the planet, 73.
Why 73?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't quite know. I just like the number. I've always liked the number 7, but I thought, you can't have 7 as a favourite number. It's a little bit too boring. So 3 is
if you ask a large group of people to tell you their favourite number, 7 will be the most popular choice. So I've always therefore thought 7 was probably the most overrated number going around. Nothing wrong with it, but a little bit carried away. I'll tell you who does like 73, mate. You know Big Bang Theory?
I do.
Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory thinks 73 is awesome. There's a famous piece of dialogue in the Big Bang Theory when someone asks what's the best number, and one of the Raj, I think, says 5,318,008. Sheldon goes, wrong. The best number is 73. 73 is the 21st prime number. Flip it around to get 37 is the flip 21 around, 12th prime number. There you go. Product, hold it. Wait, whoa. 7 and 3 is the product of multiplying the numbers of 73. How amazing is that? 73 is the Chuck Norris of numbers. Raj was originally saying 5318008 because when you turn it upside down on a calculator, it says booby.
True.
So there you go. Mate, you've gone 3 from 3 with your lucky numbers there. Great start.
Oh, it's an absolute relief. I was worried you were going to barrage me with not having good numbers, so the relief is off my back now. No,
you've done well. And the idea, and that's one of the things, that's one of the ideas of my book, is to make people realise that there is beauty in numbers everywhere, and that both the mathematics and also the just the world around us and the thing we've described with these numbers. So, mate, nothing wrong with that choice of numbers at all, may I say.
Now, if there are any kids listening, obviously Year 12 exams are on. It's the last weeks of school. You've got to try to stay motivated heading into 2016. Maths, how do we encourage more people to get involved with it? I was never a big fan of maths growing up. I'm pretty bad at it, to be honest. But how do you get the younger generations coming through to really grab hold of that and embrace it?
I'll be honest with you, if you're in the very last week of your final exams in Year 12 and you're a long way off the pace, I probably can't get you across the line in first position in 7 days. But what I explain to younger people is if they want to be part of the action this century, if they want to be where it's going on, it is going to be maths. Mathematicians will build this century. People who write computer code, people who can interpret big data, people who are into biostatistics, people who can create algorithms, people who can write apps. They're the people who are going to build the world we live in. So you as an individual and Australia as a country can decide, do we want to be on that bus or not? That's why there's two sort of wars we fight in the war on innumeracy, Pablo. One is general in the population. I'd like everyone to be a bit better at maths. It'd be great if everyone could multiply two-digit numbers together in their head, that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's more, I want kids who've got a bit of mathematical talent, kids who could really rock it at maths if they were inspired to do so. I want them to take it up. I want people who could become good mathematicians, quite possibly a better mathematician than I was ever going to be, to go down that path. And that's really where my world of numbers kicks in, I think. I mean, anyone can read it, but if you know a kid who's a bit sharp, maybe a bit nerdy, and you're thinking, well, if I don't do this, I'll just have to buy them another Doctor Who DVD, buy them the world of numbers, because they won't put it down over their Christmas holidays. They will genuinely get their geek on. If you go to adamspencer.com.au, you get a signed copy of the world of numbers. How could a kid not fall in love with mathematics if they've got that book and my scribbled signature on the inside? Pablo, I ask you.
I love it. adamspencer.com.au. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Just a little thing. It's a little bit strange for me because all through university, and I used to work at a big supermarket chain as well, I used to wake up every morning. I lived in Melbourne, and I used to listen to you every morning as I rode to work on my bike, you and Will Anderson. And so I wanted to say from you, thank you for getting me through those early mornings on the bike.
Absolute pleasure, mate, and thank you for putting up with Will Anderson. I mean, one of the least numerate people. I've got a quote in my latest book from Will, which is lovely. He's going so well. I'm so proud of him. He provided a great quote. He said, "Wonderful book, and even better for dummies like me. All the answers are in the back.
World of Numbers, it's out now. Grab your signed copy, of course, adamspencer.com.au. It's been a pleasure, and thanks for taking your time out today. We appreciate it.
Yeah, have a wonderful day, Pablo. Speak to you soon.
Classic Gold, today's hits. Spirit.